In tonight's Warrant Watch, how two teams work together to keep your neighborhood safe.
Plus, the search for a sex offender who investigators say failed to register. NBC4 anchor Carrie Charles has those details.
This is just one example of how partner agencies like the U.S. Marshal Service and Franklin County Sheriff's Office take action to keep tabs on sex offenders. Of course, some do what they are supposed to, register their address. Others do not, like a man who investigators say failed to register. He has been convicted in a case involving a minor. Operation Verify is a heightened effort by Franklin County deputies to find sex offenders who fail to register. The blitz can take deputies from address to address over a week's time.
They have a responsibility once they report their residence, place of employment, those kinds of things. Then we're responsible to go out into the community and verify that that information is indeed correct. Sometimes they're not home. It's difficult to catch people, whether they work or they go to school or what have you. And so it's not uncommon that they're not home. What happens is we come back, choose a different time of the day, try to reach out to them, find the best time of the day that we can come out here.
The effort continues when the operation isn't active.
With 1,800 sex offenders in Franklin County, it's monumentous trying to keep track of all of these folks.
Sometimes immediate efforts don't lead to an offender.
And so what happens is, once we file arrest warrants for those folks, that information is then given to our SWAT team, but also partner agencies like the U.S. Marshal Service, who then go out in the community, place these folks under arrest, and then they go through criminal proceedings as well.
Some of those cases are featured on Warrant Watch, a partnership between NBC4 and the U.S. Marshal Service. And tonight, this week's case, the search for Lent Wilder.
Unlawful sexual act with a minor is what he is convicted for. And again, he's been given the opportunity to register as a sex offender anytime he moves to a new location, and he has not done so.
Marshall Black tells me collaboration between the agencies is key in finding offenders who fail to register, like 44-year-old Wilder.
If they don't, that's a concern to us as law enforcement partners, and it's a concern to the citizens that live in these communities. We need to know where they are so we can keep our children safe and keep our community safe.
Again, the goal is to make sure that they're compliant, that the information they provided is accurate.
The chief deputy says they understand people work and go to school, have other obligations, so there are times when offenders won't be home. But deputies come back and talk to neighbors and other people before filing arrest warrants. Now here's another look at Lent Wilder. If you know where he may be, you are asked to contact the U.S. Marshal Service. Doing so is easy. Simply grab your cell phone and scan the QR code on your screen. Doing so will take you to a page with information about how to report tips to the U.S. Marshal Service. You'll find a phone number, links to share information online, and to download the U.S. Marshal's tip app. All tips can be made anonymously.